Hello students, in today's video I will show you the oscillation of a dipole in an external uniform electric field. So I have drawn here three figures. Here two figures are completed. That in the figure 1 you can see that it is a uniform electric field shown by the parallel lines and equidistance, and a dipole is placed perpendicularly to the electric field. So the angle between the dipole moment, that is dipole moment in this direction, and the electric field, that is this direction, is perpendicular, that is 90 degree. So here you can see that the force in the positive charge plus Q is in the direction of the applied field, that is F equal to QE, and as it is positive charge, so the force will be in the direction of electric field. For the negative charge, here the force also the magnitude of Q into E, but as the charge is negative, so the electric force here in opposite direction to the electric field. Now these two forces applied in opposite direction, so total force on this dipole, that is summation of F, is equal to 0. That is, there will be no translation motion. Now here you can see that as the two forces are not collinear, so it will produce a torque, and here the torque is clockwise, that is this force will tend the charge to move in this direction, and this force will tend the minus charge to move in this direction. So here I have a clockwise torque which makes the dipole to align in this position, that is parallel position. Here you can see the direction of dipole moment in the direction of the electric field, and in this position two forces are collinear, and so the net torque here will be 0, also the net force 0. This is called the equilibrium condition of the dipole. In this position dipole will remain forever. Now if you displace from its position by rotation, that is if you give a small rotation here, so I am drawing the next figure, that is I have rotated the dipole by an angle, here the angle is theta. So due to this rotation the force will be as it is in the direction of field, and here in the opposite direction to the electric field. Now what will be the torque here? The torque here can be calculated by taking the perpendicular distance between the two forces. Here this force is acting along this line, and this force is acting along this line, and the perpendicular distance between these two lines, that is this distance. From the figure this angle is theta, so the perpendicular distance, if the dipole has a distance between the two charges B, D, then the torque here tau equal to force F into D sin theta, that is this displacement, that is this distance is D sin theta, and we all know that torque equal to force into perpendicular distance, that is D sin theta. So the torque F equal to QE into D sin theta. Now it can be written as Q into D into E sin theta. It is equal to PE sin theta. So you can call that torque on a dipole placed in a uniform electric field will be PE sin theta, where P is the dipole moment, E is the uniform electric field, and theta is the angle between the dipole and the electric field. Now as you rotated the dipole by an angle theta, these two forces together will again try to rotate the dipole to this original position. But because of the masses of the two charges, they will get an kinetic inertia, that is inertia of motion, and will go to the opposite direction and align in this position. So again we will have a anti-clockwise torque that will again tend to its move in original position, and again it will get a kinetic energy, so it will go to original position here and it will start a vibration here. So this vibration will be a simple harmonic motion if we take theta is very much less, that is less than 4 degree. In that case I can say that torque equal to P into E, and you know that for theta very less, sin theta can be written as only theta. So in that case the torque equal to P is sin theta. Now we can say that torque equal to I alpha, where I is the moment of inertia and alpha is the angular acceleration, is equal to Pe into theta. Or we can write that alpha is equal to Pe by I, that is moment of inertia, into theta. Okay. Now I have to make a little bit calculation, that is we can write here alpha, that is magnitude of the angular acceleration, is equal to omega square into theta. It is a equation of simple harmonic motion where omega is the angular acceleration, angular frequency, and omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So from this equation I get, that is here omega equal to root over Pe by I equal to 2 pi by t, and therefore time period of oscillation t equal to 2 pi root over I by Pe. This will give you the time period of oscillation. Now you can find the moment of inertia here. How moment of inertia will be calculated? Here if this charge minus and this charge plus and the distance between these two charges is d, then moment of inertia about this point, that is oscillation is taken place around this place, so this distance is d by 2 and this distance also d by 2. If the both particle has mass of m, then the total moment of inertia I equal to m into d by 2 square, means d square by 4 plus m into d square by 4, that is m d square by 2. This will be the moment of inertia. So if I put this equation, then t equal to 2 pi root over m d square by 4 Pe. So this will be the time period of oscillation of the dipole, where the charges in each pole is q and minus q and mass of the each charge is m.